Hey guys, so today I kind of wanted to give you a view of the skills menu. I know it's kind of an obvious part of the game, but I don't feel like for the most part people use it in gameplay as much as they should. I think for me specifically, it's such an important part of how I play the game. Um, I don't have. I started kind of as opposed to my actual character that I've been blogging about. I'm using basically a blank skill set so that you can see where you start off from. So this is the skills menu. Um, Basically, it shows your health, your magicka, your stamina, but it gives you a lot more. These are the different aspects in which you can look at. So you have several different sections. There is four to be specific, and these are all the kind of things that you are trying to build your skill level for. So, for me specifically, when I'm looking at my character, I want to build certain things. Like, you look at the enchanting, smithing, heavy armor, that kind of thing. For me, I'm more interested in building a one-handed character, and with this, you want to build all the way to the furthest extent. So you start with armsman, fighting stance, critical charge. You want to eventually get to paralyzing strike. That way, so you're trying to build up your skill levels to the furthest extent. And these have a lot of categories. Basically, the more skill level that you use, you're building up points to where you can eventually buy these different things. That's how I consider it. You use kind of like a buying system. So one-handed for me is a big deal, as well as archery. Archery comes in handy for so many different reasons in the game of Skyrim because it allows you to attack a character from a further standpoint. As opposed to some people like to play the game in a different manner. They go the two-handed heavy armor route. That way they can kind of play more of a warrior game, or they attack a person head on. Instead, I go for different a different way of playing the game. So, like I said, archery, one-handed, light armor, and sneak. These are the biggest things for me in my gameplay that I want to build up in skill level. And you can see all the cool different kinds of things that you can eventually buy from your skill. Like this is probably one of the highest points of sneak, which is called Shadow Warrior. Crouching stops combat for a moment and forces distant opponents to search for a target. Um, and you can see how these things will influence your gameplay. And I think a lot of times people overlook the skill level menu and instead just kind of play the game through. And I mean that's fine, but if you want to do a tactical version, you're gonna want to go through all of these different options and find what you think suits your gameplay. Uh, Another strategy that I've seen some people do is they look at all the different kinds of skill types and one by one they build all of them up to kind of build a character that's strong in every aspect. So, for me, you can see this is my Khajiit race, but then this is in the very beginning stages. So, like I said previously, I want to build up one-handed, archery, light armor, and sneak. For other people, you may want to go for a warrior, which is two-handed, blocking, heavy armor. And if you want to focus on things more than just fighting, you can also work on smithing and enchanting and alteration because these kinds of things enhance more than just your gameplay, but the material that you use on your character. So if you are concerned with having armor that provides a great deal of protection, you're going to want to get better at smithing. And so, like, first and foremost, you can create steel armor and weapons at forges and improve them twice as much. That's the first stage. You can improve magical weapons and armor. You want to be able to create dwarven armor and weapons at forges and improve them twice as much. So these are all kinds of different things that you have the ability, like dragon armor, that will enhance your character more than just how they approach an attacking situation, but how they protect themselves. you can also go into enchanting, which is it covers the more magical aspect of the game, where you create potions. So you can create enchantments that are 20% stronger, fire enchantments, frost enchantments, storm enchantments, all these different aspects. So I think it's a large part of the game, as I said previously, that a lot of people overlook that really enhances your strategic play of the game. Of course, that's for more serious players, but it just depends on who you are. But these are all the different things that you kind of have the ability to work with. So that's all I really wanted to cover today. But hopefully, you get a better idea of Skyrim and kind of like ways to strategical ways to combat the game.